ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। ॐ श्रीमहासरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। अथ श्रीमन्नारायणीयं दशक 17 the Dhruva Charita Varnanam, the description of the life of Dhruva. Uttanapadanripatermanunandanasya Jaya babuva suruchir nitaramabhishta Anya sunitiriti bhartruranadritasa त्वामेव नित्यमगतिः शरणं गताभूत्. This first verse, having 14 syllables in each quarter, is composed in the Vasanta Tilaka meter. There was a king called Uttanapada, who was the son of Swayambhuva Manu and Shatarupa. He had two wives, Suruchi and Suniti. Suruchi was very dear to the king, but Suniti was not honored by him. The helpless Suniti always took refuge in God Vishnu. The word Nityam means always. Nitya also means one who is eternal. It can be interpreted that Suniti took refuge in the eternal God instead of depending on the mortal king. Manu Nandanasya, the son of Swayambhuva Manu, Uttanapada Nripatehe, of the king Uttanapada, Suruchihi Jaya, the wife named Suruchi, Nitaram Abhishta Babuva, was very much liked by him. Sunitihi iti anya, the other wife Suniti, Bhartuhu Anadrita, was not respected by the king. Agatihi sa nityam twameva sharanam gata abhut. She, being helpless, always took refuge in you only. Ankepitu suruchi putrakam tam drishtva dhruva kila suniti sutodhirochyan achichipe kila shishu sutaram suruchya dussantyaja kalu babadvimukairasuya. Once Dhruva, the son of Suniti, saw Uttama, the young son of Suruchi, on the father's lap, and he too wanted to climb to his father's lap. Suruchi scolded Dhruva very severely for doing so. Suruchi was full of jealousy, and she was not devoted to the god, and for such people it is hard to give up the negative feelings. Suruchi putrakam tam uttamam, that Uttama, the son of Suruchi. Pituhu anke drishtva, seeing on his father's lap. Suniti sutaha dhruvaha, Dhruva, the son of Suniti. Adhirochyan kila, tried to climb the father's lap. Suruchya Shishuhu, by Suruchi the child, Sutaram Achichipe Kila, was abused very severely, it is said. Bavad Vimukaihi, for people who turn away from you. Asuya Dussantyaja, envy is hard to give up. त्वन्मोहिते पितरि पश्यति दारवश्ये दूरं दुरुक्तिनिहतः स गतो निजाम्बां सापि स्वकर्मगतिसन्तरणाय पुंसां त्वत्पादमेव शरणं शिशवे शशंस. When Suruchi scolded Dhruva, who was trying to reach the lap of his father, King Uttanapada kept quiet and did not come to the rescue of his son, being deluded by the god. Uttanapada was a great king. He was the son of Swayambhuva Manu and the grandson of Brahmadeva. He had the kala or part of Vasudeva in him. The Bhagavata Puranam says in the 4th skanda, 8th adhyaya, 7th verse, Priyavratottanapadau Shatarupa Pate Sutau Vasudevasya Kalaya Rakshayam Jagatastitau, which means that Priyavrata and Uttanapada, the sons of Manu, were born from a part of Vasudeva and were always engaged in protecting the world. If the great Uttanapada comes under the control of his wife Suruchi, it is because of the delusion caused by the god. Dhruva, very much hurt by the harsh words of Suruchi and the silence of his father, ran to his mother Suniti and cried. Suniti was also very sad to know about the incident. She advised Dhruva to worship God Vishnu if he wanted to sit in the royal throne like Uttama. She said to Dhruva, if people want to cross over the effects of their action, taking refuge in God is the only solution. Advising Dhruva to worship God Vishnu, she said, Tameva vatsashraya bhritya vatsalam mumuchubir mrigya padabja paddatim ananya bhave nijadharma bhavite manasyavastaya bhajasva purusham. Bhagavata Puranam, 4th skanda, 8th adhyaya, 22nd verse, which means, O son, take refuge in that God Vishnu, who is kind to his devotees and who is always sought after by people seeking liberation. With single-minded devotion, meditate on that great God. Twan mohite, deluded by you, Daravashye, under the control of his wife, Pitari Pashyati, when the father was looking on, Duram Durukti Nihataha, very much hurt by the harsh words. Saha Nijambam Gataha, he went to his mother. Sa api, she also, Punsam Karmagati Santaranaya, for crossing over the effects of their action. Tvat padameva sharanam shishave shashansa. She told the child that God's feet are the only refuge. Akarnyasopi bhavadarchana nishchitatma Mani niretya nagarat kila panchavarshaha Sandrishta narada nivedita mantra margas Tvamararada tapasa madhukananante. Dhruva, born in a royal family, was very self-respecting. He was only 5 years of age, and the words of his stepmother Suruchi affected him greatly. In Bhagavata Puranam, 4th Skanda, 8th Adhyaya, in the 26th verse, the sage Narada says, Aho teja kshatriyanam manabangam amrishyatam balopyayam hrida datte yat samatu rasadvachaha, which means, O the wonderful majesty of the Kshatriyas, they cannot tolerate even a little disrespect. Dhruva is only a child, but he has taken to heart the harsh words of his stepmother. When Dhruva heard the advice of his mother to worship God Vishnu, he resolved in his mind to follow it. He got out of the city of his father and met sage Narada on the way. Narada told him that the path of devotion pointed out by his mother Suniti is for Dhruva's ultimate good. Jananyabhihita panta savai nishreyasasyate Bhagavan Vasudevastam bhaja tat pravanatmana. Bhagavata Puranam, 4th Skanda, 8th Adhyaya, verse 40. Which means, the path shown by your mother is the most beneficial one for you. With concentrated mind, worship the God Vasudeva. As advised by the sage Narada, Dhruva went to the sacred Madhuvana on the banks of the river Yamuna and practiced penance. The divine sage Narada also initiated Dhruva with the sacred mantra Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om, salutation to God Vasudeva. Now coming to the verse, Panchavarshaha Mani, 5 years old and self-respecting, Saha api akarnya, and listening to the words of his mother, Bhavad Archana Nishchitatma, deciding to worship you, Nagarat Niretya, getting out of the city, Sandrishta Narada Nivedita Mantra Margaha, who was told about the mode of worship by the sage Narada, met on the way, Madhukananante, in the Madhuvana, Tapasa Tvam Ararada, worshipped you with penance. Tate Vishanna Hridaye Nagarim Gatena Shri Naradena Parisanpita Chitta Vrittau Balastvadarpita Manakramavarditena Ninye Katora Tapasa Kila Panchamasan. King Uttanapada loved his son Dhruva and was very dejected when the child left the city. The king was full of remorse and cursed himself for not caring for his son when he tried to climb his lap. He was deeply concerned about the safety of little Dhruva in the forest. The sage Narada, who came to the royal city, asked the king not to worry about Dhruva. He told the king that God will always protect Dhruva, and soon Dhruva's glory will spread all over the world, and the king will also become famous because of this glorious son. The king was somewhat consoled by the words of Narada and remained ever engrossed in the thought of his dear son. Dhruva, in the meanwhile, practiced great austerities in the Madhuvana. The penance of Dhruva was very intense. In the first month of his penance, he partook the fruits of the kapita or wood apple, and badara or jujube trees once in 3 days. In the second month of his penance, he ate dry grass and leaves once in 6 days. In the third month of his penance, he drank only water once in 9 days. In the fourth month of his penance, he took only air as his food once in 12 days. In the fifth month of his penance, he controlled the sense organs and breath, meditated on God, and stood motionless on one foot like a pillar. The 5 months of this great penance were spent thus. Vishanna Hridaye Tate, when the father was sorrowful. Nagarim Gatena Sri Naradena, by Sri Narada, who went to the city. Parisantwita Chitta Vrittau, whose mind was pacified. Balaha, the child. Tvadarpita Manaha, surrendering his mind to you. Krama Varditena Katora Tapasa, by intense penance which increased gradually. Panchamasan Ninye Kila, he spent 5 months, it is told. Tavat tapobala nirujvasite digante devartitastvamudayat karunardrachetaha त्वद्रूपचिद्रसनिलीनमते पुरस्तात् आविर्बभूवित विभो Garudadiroodaha. Dhruva controlled his sense organs and breath, and with a concentrated mind began meditating on the all-pervading God. When he did so, the breath of all the beings of the world stopped. The Devatas got frightened and rushed to God Vishnu and requested him to relieve them of this distress. When the gods supplicated thus, God Vishnu's mind was filled with compassion, and he promised the Devatas that he will make Dhruva stop his intense penance. Accordingly, he appeared before Dhruva, who was totally absorbed in thinking about the blissful form of the god. The god appeared before Dhruva mounted on the Garuda. Vibho Tavat, O God, then, Digante Tapobala Niruchvasite, when the directions of the world were suffocated by the power of the penance. Devartitaha Tvam, you requested by the Devatas. Udayat Karunardra Chetaha, your mind moistened by the rising compassion. Twadrupa Chidrasa Nilina Matehe, whose mind was absorbed in your bliss consciousness form. Purastat, in front of him. Garudadirudaha, mounted on Garuda. Avirbabhuvita, appeared. Twaddarshana pramada bharatarangitam tam Drigbhyam nimagnamiva rupa rasayanete tushtushamanam avagamya kapola deshe sansprishtavana tatadarena. When Dhruva saw the god in front of him, he became overwhelmed with joy. He saw the nectarian form of the god, and his eyes were as though immersed in it. He wanted to praise the god, but words failed him. The Bhagavata Puranam, 4th Skanda, 9th Adhyaya, 4th verse says, Satam vivachantam atadvidam harir Jnatvasya sarvasya cha hridyavastitaha Kritanjalim brahma mayena kambuna pasparsha balam kripaya kapole. Which means Dhruva stood in front of the god with folded hands and wanted to praise him but did not know how to do it. The merciful God, who knows the mind of all the people, made the divine conch touch his cheeks. When the conch Panchajanya touched Dhruva, he was blessed with divine speech, and the knowledge of the supreme reality dawned on him. With great devotion and confidence, he started praising God Vishnu. Tvadarshana pramada bhara tarangitam, overwhelmed by the intense joy of seeing you. Te rupa rasayane, in your nectarian form. Drigbhyam nimagnam ivatam, as if his eyes were immersed in the form. Tushtushamanam avagamya, knowing him to be desirous of praising you. Kapola deshe darena, on his cheek with the conch. Tata adarena, with great love. Sansprishtavan asi, you touched him. Tavat vibodha vimalam pranuvantamenam Abhashatastam avagamya tadiya bhavam Rajyam chiram samanubhuya bhajasva bhuyaha Sarvottaram dhruvapadam vinivrittihinam. When touched by the conch of the god Vishnu, Dhruva got the knowledge of the Supreme Self and became very pure. He profusely praised the god. In Bhagavata Puranam, 4th Skanda, 9th Adhyaya, 6th verse, Dhruva says, Yonta pravishya mama vacha mimam prasuptam sanjeevayatyakila shaktidara swadhamna अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम्. Which means, O God, you are all powerful. You have entered me and woken up my sleeping speech. You made my hand, feet, ears, and other sense organs function. I bow to you, O God, who enliven all beings. Bhagavan Vishnu asked Dhruva to enjoy his kingdom for a long time, and then ultimately he bestowed on Dhruva that state which is the highest and from which there is no return to this cycle of birth and death. The God says in verse 25, 9th Adhyaya, 4th Skanda of the Bhagavata Puranam, Tato Gantasi Matstanam Sarvaloka Namaskritam Uparishtat Rishibhyastvam Yato Navartate Gataha. Which means, in the end, you will reach my place, which is worshipped by all, which is above even the Saptarshis, reaching where there is no return to the world. Tavat Vibodha Vimalam, who was pure with knowledge. Prunuvantam, who was greatly praising. Enam, that Dhruva. Tadiya Bhavam Avagamya, Tvam, you knowing his desire. Dhruva, chiram rajyam samanubhuya. O Dhruva, ruling for a long time. Bhuyaha vinivrittihinam. Again, you get that position from where there is no return. Sarvottaram padam, the place higher than all, the most superior place. Bhajasva iti abhashataha, may you get. Thus you spoke to Dhruva. इत्युचिषित्वयि गते नृपनन्दनोऽसा वानन्दिता किल जनो नगरीमुपेतः रेमे चिरं भवदनुग्रहपूर्णकामस्ताते गते च वनमादृतराज्यभारः. After blessing his great devotee Dhruva, God Vishnu went to his abode. Dhruva returned to the royal capital and pleased one and all. King Uttanapada was very pleased and with tears of joy embraced Dhruva. Dhruva bowed down before his father, got his blessings, and bowed down to both his mothers. Mother Suruchi picked up the bowing child and holding him close, blessed him to live long. Suniti, embracing her dear son Dhruva, forgot all her sorrows. All the citizens showed lot of love and affection to Prince Dhruva. When eventually Uttanapada left for the forest to do penance, Dhruva took the responsibility of looking after the kingdom. All his desires were fulfilled by God's grace, and he lived happily for a long time. Iti uchishi tvayi gate. When you went away after saying thus, Asau Nripanandanaha, this prince, Anandita Akila Janaha, pleasing all people, Nagarim Upetaha, reaching the city, Babad Anugraha Purna Kamaha, whose desires were fulfilled by your grace, Tate Vanam Gatecha, and when his father went to the forest, Adrita Rajyabharaha, took the responsibility of the kingdom, Chiram Reme, enjoyed for a long time. Yachena deva nihate punaruttamesmin yachaisa yuddha nirato virato manuktya shantya prasanna hridaya dhanadadupetat Tvad-bhaktimeva sudridama mahatma. Uttama, while on a hunting trip, was killed in the Himalayas by one yaksha. When Dhruva came to know of his brother's killing, he was filled with grief and anger and started to fight against the yakshas. Many yakshas were killed, and his grandfather Swayambhuva Manu came and advised Dhruva to stop the war. Dhruva followed the advice. Bhagavan Kubera told him that he is very pleased with Dhruva, who has given up his enmity towards the yakshas. He told Dhruva to seek any boon from him. The great Dhruva sought the boon that he should always remember God Vishnu. Bhagavata Puranam, 4th Skanda, 12th Adhyaya, 8th verse says, Sa Raja Rajena Varaya Chodito Dhruvo महाभागवतो महामतिः हरौसबव्रे चलितां स्मृतिं यया तरत्ययत्नेन दुरत्ययं तमः. Which means that when Kubera asked Dhruva to seek a boon, that great devotee Dhruva only sought that he should always remember God Vishnu, by which one can cross the darkness of ignorance. Coming to the verse, Deva Punaha Asmin Uttame, O God, then that Uttama Yakshena Nihate was killed by one Yaksha. Saha Yakshaihi Yuddha Nirataha. Dhruva started fighting with the Yakshas. Manuktya, by the words of Manu, Virataha Mahatma, that great Dhruva stopped the war. Shantya Prasanna Hridayat, who was pleased by the peaceful nature of Dhruva. Upetat Dhanadat, the Kubera who came. Sudridam Tvad Bhaktim Eva, firm bhakti towards you only, Avrunot, he sought. Ante Bhavat Purushanita Vimanayato Matra Samam Dhruvapade Mudito Yamaste Evam Swabritya Janapalanaloladistvam Vatalayadipa Mamamayaugan. The fourth skanda of the Bhagavata Puranam describes that when Dhruva mounted the car brought by Sunanda and Nanda, the attendants of Vishnu, there was a shower of flowers from the sky and musical instruments sounded from the heavens. Dhruva remembered his mother Suniti, and the attendants showed him that his mother was already going in the car in front of him. Traveling in that divine aerial car, he crossed the three worlds and beyond the Saptarshi Mandala reached the permanent Vishnu Dhama. The Bhagavata Puranam, 4th Skanda, 12th Adhyaya, 38th verse says, Ityuttana Padaputro Dhruva Krishna Parayanaha Abhutrayanam Lokanam Chudamani Rivamalaha. Thus Dhruva, the son of Uttanapada, the great devotee of God, shone like a crest jewel on top of the three worlds. Ante Ayam Matra Samam, in the end, along with his mother, Bhavat Purushanita Vimanayataha, went by the aerial car brought by your attendants. Dhruvapade Muditaha Aste, in the Dhruvapada he is staying happily. Vatalayadhipa Evam, O God of Guruvayur, thus, Swabritya Jana Palana Loladihi Tvam, you ever eager to protect your devotees. Mama Amaya Ogan Nirundi, eradicate all my collection of diseases.